numbers. Big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the said era.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Just as we were getting ready for air, both teams coming out of their locker rooms, out of the tunnel, and this crowd is pumped up as their Redskins get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. Dustin Hopkins has it on the tee, and here we go from our nation's capital. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Throwing on first down is Murray. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And the Cardinals first.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. First down, Murray. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So the same tandem connecting on back-to-back throws to start the game.
And maybe throwing the scouting report off just a little bit. That's not exactly what they think is going to be their number one receiver, but he's producing already early in this game.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. Murray now on first down. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Christian Kirk, 33 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. First carry for Darius Geis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big game.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Brings up 2nd and 12
check.
at the 41-yard line.
59 Mike, check.
Geis with the carry on second down. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight right. You got three down. Kill, turn up. Kill, turn up. Big edge.
3rd down, here's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
Check, 43. I got it. 43's the mic. 43's the mic. You got nothing today. You got nothing.
They'll indeed go for it with Haskins. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Let's go now. Go to bed. Hey, 4 down.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
The first carry now, this is Johnson. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Murray now on 1st down. That'll be taken in by Demir Bird. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now a draw play with Drake. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Murray. And Fitzgerald has got it. Touchdown, Cardinals. Larry Fitzgerald there to make the grab. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
The defense is doing their best, but they're struggling right now. They'll look for some help from their own offense to keep them in the game.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Looking to throw, Haskins. And this one complete to Reed. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
To throw again on second down. Haskins. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, Hal. Watch twist. Watch twist. Hey, switch gears. Switch gears. Orbit. 59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check. 59. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that tight D. Yeah.
Now Haskins steps away to his left. That'll be caught at Steven Sims. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin, 28 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
A gain of 12. And the Cardinal first down.
Murray going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Shotgun now from Murray. Dancing to his left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 36-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Murray trying to lay one up deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Clinton McDonald. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Bang, 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 bang. No, we got it, we got it.
To try again after the sack. Haskins buying time to his left. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Murray again, 2nd and 10. This complete to the tight end Clay. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On first down, Murray. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And Gonzalez puts this one through. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now it's Haskins. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Here we go. Henry. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
On first down, Drake. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Now on second and 13. Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And that's incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Set, ready. Touchdown.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he fights his way in, not giving up. And it's a Cardinal touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Let's go.
Now a handoff, Geis going right. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try and get it with Geis. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up fourth.
Loss of 2 yards. It's fourth down.
Complete. Richardson has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from fourth down to first.
Washington Redskins, first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. This is Thompson. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
He was taken down by Chandler Jones.
On 2nd and 9. Haskins. And he's got his target. It's Vernon Davis.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Thompson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin 1st down.
That's another Washington Redskins 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They run it here with Thompson. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Here's Haskins to throw. And he hits the tight end. It's Davis. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. From 17 yards out. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
A good pickup there, a 22. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. From the gun, it's Drake. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
Flush to his right, and now he's going to use his legs. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 27-yard line.
1st down, Arizona.
On 1st down, it's Drake. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
At the 27-yard line.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. Single, 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 single. Watch one, watch one. Strong right, strong right, strong right.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 16. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. On first and goal, Drake. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. A loss of 2 there, second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. On second and goal, Murray eluding the pressure right to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Throwaway and incomplete. It's third down and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Running from the shotgun with Drake. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's fourth down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on fourth and goal. They hand off to their big tight end. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They're turned away on fourth and goal. And the Redskins are able to come up with a goal line stand. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Yeah. You don't want none. Check 4. Check 4. Check 13. Check 13. Alert. Alert 3.
Haskins to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Extra point good by Hopkins. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So still a little over 40 seconds to go. Time enough to put a drive together if they can get this onside kick. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Dustin Hopkins to kick off for Washington.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now Drake. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Well, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
Time to bring the bass bird. Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why I do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands, can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. Pull both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going bigger. Postmates, how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver. But I'm still a hot boy, cool it down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. A few minutes ago, it sounded like the 4th of July on the National Mall as the hometown Redskins were introduced to this sold-out crowd. They are set to go as their guys will match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Dustin Hopkins has it on the tee, and here we go from our nation's capital. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Let's go. Let's go.
Green 18.
Watch the safety creep.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Single.
Rodgers going to throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 33.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Open man is Allison, complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 16. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 16-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. On paper coming in, you'd say that these guys are the better team by far, and they sort of showed their superiority there on the opening drive.
Yeah, they came in the heavy favorite in this game, and even though they're on the road, they just wiped it away, didn't they? They've just said to everyone, we're the better team. We just showed it to you on this opening drive, and we expect to do it all game long.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
On first down, this is Geis. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
6 guys, check 6 guys.
Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check 24.
Now a give, right side, it's Geis. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Back to the ground on first, it's Geis. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Kevin King coming up from the secondary to make the play.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Now a run with Geis. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
That's complete right around the 8. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. From 6 yards away, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Hopkins with the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
That ties the game at 7. Dustin Hopkins, the kickoff for Washington.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. So that one will be accepted. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now Jones. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
Running right, Jones. And he's got room. 23 yards the pickup there.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go. You go tight. You can 30. You go tight right there. Check. Switch.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, He looked like one of those guys.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Here's Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Packers have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And an alley to run. And it'll be an excellent return as he's all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Well, whatever the relationship was between the special teams and the offense, it's gotten a heck of a lot closer after a return like that. The special teams just keep setting them up. The offense thinks they'll go out there and knock them down.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Here's Geis. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Scampering home from 19 yards out as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
Geis. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down. So from the 36 now, first and 10. This is Geis. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
At the 33-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Running the sweep with McLaurin. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Check, Mike 42. Let's go. Drive on. Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare.
Third down, here's Geis. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A Redskin first down. The pickup, 15 yards.
15 yards. That's good for the Washington Redskins. First down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit.
A 29-yard attempt.
Hopkins' kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these 2 teams as we come back for this second half. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 37.
And the Washington Redskins, first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 37-yard line. On the ground, it's Geis. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run on first down. Thompson. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7 at the 24-yard line.
Mike 42. Yeah, let's get sack lunch. 42's the mic, boys. 42. 42's the mic. Check. Over. Check. Mike 42. Mike 42. Let it go.
From the 24, Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we're looking at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though.
Check 99.
Geis with the carry on second down. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, his second touchdown of the night. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Hopkins with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Again, it's Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On third down, here's Jones. And he's got some space here. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with his second touchdown of the night, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Crosby, and that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Back now at FedEx Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. They'll run with Geis. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and 12. At the 43-yard line.
Again, Peterson. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Safety's creeping. What? Go. Set, go.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
Brings up 4th down.
They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, defensively rallying to the ball after the nice move. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll go again to Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter.
1st down, Green Bay.
On 1st down, Jones. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Rodgers throwing quickly out to Adams. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams with time running out. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. Extra point try now for Crosby. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and making an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. I got one. 25, check 25, check 25. Showing it.
Back to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Washington, thanks for watching, and good night, everybody.
It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Green Bay Packers. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Push him back. Push him back. Check it back. Check it back. Over.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Now on second and 13. Rodgers, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Whitney Merciless barreling in for the sack.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on third. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. Looking deep for Adams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Here comes Carter. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Watson with a give to Miller. There he goes inside the 30. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. A first down there on a pickup of 25. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Miller. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. A good effort there, 9 yards, but it's going to leave him looking at a 4th and 1. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Whip. Watch the whip. Check 3.
Here we go on fourth. Watson, and that is going to be incomplete. Bill O'Brien rolls the dice, but to no avail. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 50, 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 91 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, the conservative, easy call, run the football, take care of it, create some space, pump the ball away, but no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Mike's 42. Mike's 42. I got you, pop. Shoot. Check.
A shotgun snap for Watson, eluding the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody find someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Get in the weight room.
Going to run the sweep here. This is Hopkins. Oh, look at the juke. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 60 yards. As they are now on the board here in the first half. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass, that maybe trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. It's J.J. Watt, and they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. And the big boy, dare I say, he showed some athleticism there.
Oh, without a doubt. And you know what else we saw on that play? Why they do more and more ball drills in practice. They want everyone proficient with catching the football and being comfortable, because you never know when a big play like this will happen for a big man.
Now, post-game locker room, does he get an extra drumstick?
He was going to get that anyway. He may get the whole spread now.
Yeah, put some gravy on there.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
It's Jaleel Adai who brings him down. From the 39, Rodgers. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now it's Rodgers. He completes it to Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. He'll find Jones again, complete. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On first down, Rodgers. It's Williams on the catch. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it second down. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I'll just figure there's something wrong with the football.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Extending the arm.
Oh, yes, it works.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They come out here in the eye. Here's Rodgers to throw. Jones has it. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That really sets them back, a loss of 6. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we... And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Packers have taken the lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Going to run the sweep here. This is Hopkins. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Reset. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike's 4-2. Mike's 4-2. 24. Check. Fresno. Check 26. Check 26. Slam.
Now it's Watson. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
No chance. Alert. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Big Ed. Check. Lucky. Alert. Check. Check. 42.
They're going for it. It's Watson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Joshua Jackson there to knock that one away.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. Now Jones. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Let's go.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the 2nd. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Mike's 42. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Save. He's coming. Double up.
Throwing again is Watson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Dean Lowry. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on 3rd.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
All day. Watch twist. Hey, 59. Shift. Watch the shift.
Out of the gun, Watson. He's got the hook up to Miller. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down.
The ball. Let's keep moving. Tight dog. Wide. Get wide. Banjo. Let's go.
They are going for it. Here's Watson, escaping the pressure right. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This from 54 yards away. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And the gamble fails. It's incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
5 yards on the carry, good pickup on first down.
Second and 5 at the 50-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5.
Hey, if you kill it, motion me out.
Lamar Miller. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. He finds his way into the secondary again on this drive. They might want to try getting him down a little closer to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, what do they call that? 3rd level run, 1st level being the D-line, and linebacker 2nd level, and the secondary the 3rd. When you block it up well and you make the secondary do all the tackling, that will wear on a defense.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. 3rd and long. It's Watson. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down. Miller with first down and more. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. An 18-yard touchdown run as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams, 67 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done. It's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Take four.
Play action for Miller. Now Watson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Mike 42. I got you, son. Under 10. 10. Check.
Watson now to throw again. Forced out to his left. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Check. 42's the Mike. Check. What's up?
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Mike 42. Check. Mike 42. Mike 54. I'm coming. Let's go.
3rd and 2. Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. A shotgun handoff now to Miller. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down. They'll run it again with Miller. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
42, Mike 42.
I got him.
Check 9. Sponge. No.
On 4th down, Watson. And no, throw. It's incomplete. Bill O'Brien rolls the dice, but to no avail. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
Hey, check 26. Protein spill.
They'll run on first down. Jones. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 19-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Deshaun Gibson there on the tackle. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw on second down. Rodgers flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Terrific coverage in the end zone that time. Forced him out of the pocket to his right. I thought maybe try and run it there, but no one came open for him. Nice job by the defense not getting out of their lanes.
He sets up the screen to Jones. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. To throw is Rodgers. He hauls it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
Partner, they're up big. They snapped the ball from the 15 for a regular PAT, yet they fake it and get it. Is the kicker's leg tired? What's going on here?
I don't know, but defensively, now with this deficit, now you add 2 more onto that. They fake the PAT. That stings a little.
It definitely stings, and I know the guys that I played for, they wouldn't be as mad at the opposition as they would have been at us for allowing that to happen.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Throwing again on second down. Watson flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now
he had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Back to throw, Watson. Being chased out left. Now a desperation throw. And this will be caught at the 30. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A huge gain of 40 yards on the third down conversion.
Watch out. Another timeout.
Going to run the sweep here. This is Hopkins. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
Single receiver. Hey,
It's second and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Hatchet.
From the 27, Watson steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 27 yards. And the Texans get a bit closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Here's Watson, and he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to have lousy starting field position as he's out of bounds at his 6-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Complete to Jones. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the